Might not be morning for you, but welcome to another Wake Your Dumb Ass Up morning show. It would be kind of weird to listen to a Wake Your Dumb Ass Up morning show in the afternoon. However, if I was the receiver of this information, I probably wouldn't care what time it is. I probably wouldn't care. But I'm pretty easygoing. A lot of people are like, whoa, it's not morning time. All right. A little bit not current events type of topic for us today, but it is kind of all current events, you know. But at least we don't have to talk about what Jesus did to Charlie, that gracious God. Swooped him up. Yep. All right. The get to have to attitude, mentality, whichever rolls off your tongue better, whichever you prefer, attitude, mentality. You could probably separate the two, like attitude is different than mentality. But sometimes, with words, you kind of just got to go with it. Get the point, and don't get lost in, well, that word wasn't exactly perfect. We're not writing APA papers here. We're waking our dumb ass up. What was I doing the other day? You can all probably relate to this. Something you just kind of dread having. Oh, it was mowing the lawn. Okay, being a new homeowner comes with having to mow the flippin' lawn. And now, a lot of people are like, what? I don't mind mowing the lawn. I love it. I go throw some headphones on. I jam out, blah, blah, blah. Get a little walk in or a ride or whichever. And you're good to go. Okay, yeah, I get that. Most of the time, it's just some walking and turning. And that's pretty much just, you know, it's not really that physically demanding, so it's not like you have to stretch out really a whole lot. I mean, you're mowing the lawn. It doesn't require that much fucking physical effort. Granted that you have a self-propelled lawnmower or a riding lawnmower, because if you do not have either of those and you have an old school push style lawnmower, oh shoot. Mowing the lawn just became a different game. It became an entirely event. It became something that a lot of people can't actually do. Like, it would make them sore for a week. They'd have, you know, cramps and this and that. It's like, I don't have a small lawn, but it's not like medium size either. I'd say it's small to medium size. But I got to push mow it, and it's not exactly flat. And there's a lot of, like, there's an area under the tree where there's a lot of little acorns, so it's bumpy as fuck. But I got to do it. It's not that I had to do it. It is that I had to do it, but it's not that I had to do it. You see what I mean? I got to do it. I get to do it. I get to have to do it. I get to have to. Now that's putting in some optimistic futurism in your perspective. I get to. I'm looking forward to it. I get to do this. I get to. Versus, I have to. Oof. I have to. Shoot, man, that like triggers PTSD of like being in public school and them telling you that you have to have this done by a certain time, or you got to do this by a certain time, or you got to be here and here to a certain time, from a certain time, till a certain time. Fuck. Sitting in these fucking desks that are too goddamn big, uncomfortable, unpadded, You want me as a kid to sit there? A growing kid to sit there? You're all fucking insane. Every fucking one of you that thinks the children should be sitting all day is fucking insane. You got something wrong with your fucking brain if that's what you think they should be doing. Same thing if that's what you think that humans should be doing all day. Adults. Sitting. It's fucking insane. See how much PTSD I have just around the have to? I have to what? Go to fucking school and brainwash myself? For you fucking monkeys? How am I supposed to develop the get to have to do that mentality? I get to have to brainwash myself every day, guys. This is going to be fucking fun. Gosh, I really hope that my friends are there and we can just fuck ourselves together. Good God. You wonder why society is the way it is. All the shit that I had to do, that I have to do, and that I have to put up with as a result of you fucking idiots being so stupid around me. Whew. I get to have to deal with it. I get to, man. I gotta make this a get to situation somehow. Because having to fucking sucks. Right? So you get my point, right? I'm not crashing out. I'm demonstrating to you how it feels to have to fucking do something you don't want to do. You can probably relate with that, right? You can relate with the tone of my voice. But how do I get to have to? And then how do I get that into I get to? Because if I'm getting to do everything, then it's like I'm being allowed to, you know? It's like there's a freedom amount of perspective on there. Having to is like, fuck, I'm not free. Getting to, free. Having to, fucked. So, I get to wake up every day in this silly ass fucking clown world. I get to be able to reflect on how stupid the shit that I had to do was, and the shit that I have to do is. But I'm going to get to do them. And by having that perspective, they're not going to be as painful of experiences. Sure, I'll be able to reflect on them and be like, well, those weren't exactly the most fun things in my life. But what you will find is while getting to do the things that you have to, certain thoughts might pop into your head that wouldn't have otherwise, that actually get you to a point of realization in life where it's like, ooh, that was a beautiful thought and moment in my life. I'm glad I had this time to reflect and getting to do this have to. You remember that movie? Now some people might not remember it at all. But there's a movie called Rookie of the Year where the kid slips on the baseball, breaks his arm, and then somehow he gets his cast off and it turns his arm into a slingshot that can throw a baseball 100 miles an hour. So he somehow gets into the major league, becomes a major league pitcher. And the pitching coach is out there trying to give him advice like, listen, kid, I don't know how to explain what I have to explain right now. But what you need to do is what you have to do. And we're going to call it the have to. This is what you have to. Find your have to. He makes this metaphor, this phrase, like, you have to. The have to. So the kid's like, oh, what do I have to do? Oh, I have to do this. And the point is that the guy told him that he has to do something. And the kid was like, wait, what? What do I have to do? What do I have to? Oh, I have to? Right? He comes to the realization, I have to throw a strike and strike this guy out and win the ball game. And oh, he did it. He learned the have to. What about get to? Get to. It's a slightly different perspective on doing the same thing. Perspective versus perception. I get to experience the winter here. It's going to be cold as fuck. There's going to be a lot of compression, which means aches and pains that I don't really like dealing with. I'm in a healing mode where everything's getting better, and now I'm going to get to deal with winter where things are going to be slowed a little bit, just due to going in and out of the weather, the freezing cold, compressing and then getting to uncompress, right? Did you notice my use of get, not have? We've talked about substituting little words like that before on this channel. My coworker actually the other day, she said, how come you say it like this a lot? You say I think instead of just like it is. And I'm like, well, there's actually a very good reason for that sometimes. It's because if you say I think or it seems versus a definitive way of saying something like it is, you're allowing yourself the chance to be incorrect, where it's like, okay, I might be incorrect here, it seems, but to me, the sky seems blue. To you, the sky might seem yellow, depending on where you're looking at it. If you're looking at it right by the sun, you might have an only view of a visible view of the sky that looks kind of more yellow. But I'm looking at a different direction and I see blue. So if I'm trying to argue that the sky is blue, you idiot, not yellow, instead of if I say it seems blue to me, well, it seems yellow to me. Sure as shit seems yellow. I'm not a retard. I know what yellow and blue is. So if you say seems instead of is, it's much more open to possibility. And you're not saying an absolute. You're not saying a definitive. So there's less room to be in disagreement, right? There's even less room for your little pride, your little ego to get hurt about being wrong. I just saw a video this morning that was talking about a lot of people, they'll attach to some idea right away, like, oh, Charlie Kirk got assassinated right away, but then they'll be presented all of these details where it's like, well, I don't know, maybe he really didn't get assassinated, maybe we're being staged here, maybe we're being psyoped. They will, even if the news came out and said that it was totally fake and Charlie Kirk like reappeared, they would still think that he's dead and that now we're being tricked with a clone or an imposter or a twin or something. You've all seen it. Like the people that won't back down from something they've just attached to. It's fucking so weird. Like they'll have an idea, group idea, let's go do something. This will be the best thing to do for the night. And they won't drop it. They just won't let it go, even though the whole group is like, dude, no, that's actually unsafe to do right now. But no, you guys suck. Where? They just can't let it go. It's kind of the same thing. If you're saying the sky is blue, you're saying like, well, it is. It is. Well, what if it just seems to be? It seems to be blue because of It's not, it is blue because of... No. Remember the little Hermione Granger line? It's not Leviosa. It's Leviosa. You know, the little snotty-ass brat? Instead of saying, it's not Leviosa. Guys, it seems to be Leviosa. It's such a much nicer, proper, courteous way of speaking. It is. It's not. It doesn't seem to be. It does seem to be. There you go. You get to have to.